Hi guys, it's Tanya about to lose it for show, and it is April 16th. I am 4 days post-op from the vertical sleeve, and so I did it in Tijuana, Mexico with Dr. Cabrera and Dr. Valenzuela on April 12th at Mi Doctor Hospital. So I flew down to Tijuana on the 11th and stayed in a hotel that night. That is all included with my services. And met with my coordinator at 7 o'clock Friday morning um, in the lobby and was taken to the hospital and was prepped. And they do blood work and EKG. You talk to an internalist, an anesthesiologist, and then my surgeons came in and I met them. Um, and So I got there around 7:30, was prepped and everything, and in the operating room by 9, and was out of recovery by noon. So it went really smoothly. The doctor came in and said I had a huge stomach, so one of my incisions is kind of um, longer. Uh, so I have 5 entry sites, which are not bad. They don't really hurt. I think the most uncomfortable one is my drain. So you will wake up with a tube out of your stomach with a bulb at the end that collects all the extra fluids, bloods, or liquids that are in your stomach. So I was pretty good after surgery. I was able to get up and walk really soon. Um, which is really important because everyone's piece of advice, the nurse, the doctors, everyone, the last thing they would say to me is make sure you walk, 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 walk. So gas pains weren't that bad. I didn't ever need to take any Gas X strips or Gas X pills or anything. So I don't know if that was because my doctors gave me an antacid or something. I don't know what was going on. Um, so Friday was kind of a blur, in and out. So Saturday I woke up and they did the last 2 of my leak tests because they do one while you're in operation. You'll wake up with blue stuff around your mouth and lips and stuff. So they do another blue test and just to make sure nothing's coming out in your drain. And then they take you to radiology and you drink this clear liquids that are really gross. And after your surgeon approves that everything's fine, they'll bring you something to drink. They only brought me apple juice, tea, or Gatorade. And so the apple juice is pretty sweet. And then I don't know if it was the apple juice or if it was the drink that they made me drink down in radiology, but it gave me a really sour stomach. So I ended up in the restroom. Let's see. Um, so everyone kept checking in on me. The anesthesiologist came in, and I did wake up with some nausea. Um, Nothing too bad, I guess. I didn't ever throw up. I don't think I ever had dry heaves. Um, I may have. I don't remember. um, and I think it was probably about 2 hours after my leak test that I finally got to drink something. On Friday, though, on my surgery date, they would give me ice chips, so you might want to ask if you guys can have those. Those are really, really helpful. I mean, at least it gave you something to do because you're just like starving. You can't have anything else to eat or drink. Um, Sorry, I get like the burps. Um, so Sunday, they came in and they ended up removing my IV because I had one IV that was in this arm. They had a hell of a time trying to find it because first of all, I'm horrible veins. Second of all, you're dehydrated. So they tried on the top of my hand. They tried right here. They tried right here, and then finally they got one like up in my armpit area. You can see bruises everywhere. And then that night I lost that one. I don't know if I was tossing my sleep. And then these, this is all tape residue. You'll wake up with tons of it everywhere on your stomach and everything. I just haven't really bothered trying to get it off because it just keeps coming there. And so I think I can get like alcohol wipes or something to get them off. Um, so Sunday, they just, kept giving me liquids, Gatorade and orange juice, or not orange juice, apple juice, and tea if I wanted. Um, just continue to walk. Sunday, the pain in my shoulder was a lot worse. Um, because Saturday I had felt it in my stomach more so. And so I guess it just kept moving up, which the walking you want it to do kind of thing. Um, so after they took out my IV, then Dr. Valenzuela came in and she was able to take out my drain, which I gotta tell you guys, take a deep breath. Just ask him to hold on and just take a deep breath and take it because it doesn't hurt, but it's the weirdest feeling. Like, it almost like if you take one of those bumpy straws and you know how you take it out and you kind of go boop, 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 boop. That's what it felt like to me. I don't know if that made any sense to anybody, but you definitely know what it feels like to take a straw out of, out the top of a drink. Ugh. So I was out of the hospital on Sunday, um, by like 10 and back to the hotel, which they didn't have any rooms available at that time. They were still cleaning them and everything, so we had to just sit down. I had some chicken broth, which was the best thing ever. Oh, yummy. And so, um, Mr. was having, I think he had like some beans and rice and stuff, so, or beans, eggs. He was eating some crazy stuff. Well, I guess you're down in Mexico, so I can't even think about beans. The gas would kill me. So we were able to take taxis. We went to a movie theater. We went to this thing. It's called a 4DX movie. We tried to go see the G.I. Joes. So you sit in these seats and they move and they shake and then, um, like in the movies, if they're doing a bullet, all of a sudden you get this wind that goes, pfft, it blows in your ear, and I was getting nauseous and seasick from it. So we actually walked out. Um, but it, so I don't know what happened at the end of G.I. Joe. I just couldn't handle it. And then I think the straw was when they were going through like water or something. The damn seat spit at me, and I was like, "Oh hell no, you're not gonna spit on me, you freaking chair." So anyways, so we did shopping at Revolution and was able to get some things. Uh, one piece of advice. So I'm used to, there's flea markets down in Miami, so I'm used to shopping at those and haggling. So never take their first price and never take their second price. Tell them what you want and just lowball them. Say $5, and then they'll meet you at 7 or something. I don't know. So, um, we got to see those and just lots of walking around town. The architecture and everything was great. So Sunday, Nisi came back and she met us, and so I we got some coupons for the casino because the hotel we were staying at was a hotel and casino. It was nice. Um, and which we never actually used the coupons at the casino. It's for 100 pesos, so it was like $9, I guess. Um, went to the pharmacy. So the pharmacies, there's like these open air ones you can go and you can buy things. So we were able to get like some Imitrex for migraines for pretty cheap. Um, like Tylenol threes, just things that you keep on site because you Flexeril. Mister's back is pretty bad, so just things uh, that you would just keep. I don't know. Just in case stuff. Um, so Monday they came and picked us up. That was a little bit of a hassle because they told us to be there at 8. They didn't come and pick us up until 8:45. One guy was supposed to pick us up, and the next guy came and picked us up instead, but it was Willie, and he was the one that picked us up from the airport, and he was amazing, and he's so funny. He gave us really good tips. When you're in Tijuana, use the white cabs. Do not go in the yellow cabs. All the things should only be $4. And we never changed into pesos. We only paid with dollars. They figure it all out for you, but make sure you only have like 5s, 1s, and then maybe some 10s, because sometimes it's harder to find uh, you know, change. I never felt unsafe at any time. I got really lucky because, Mr. speaks a little bit of Spanish, so he was able to communicate, but there was always a way. I mean, it was difficult to translate or communicate, but it wasn't impossible. The surgeons spoke really good English, and good Lord, this is a really long video. And so everything was good. I took the crossing over from Mexico back into the States was fine. They just ask you what were you there for. They look at your passports. And you can use the enhanced cards. So I don't know. I'm from Washington. So we have the advanced IDs, driver's license. So you can use those. You don't have to have the passports because you're driving. You're by land. And I think everything was pretty good. So some of the cons, I guess, would be there was no time frame for them. It just was kind of like, oh, we'll be there in 5 minutes. So it was like a running joke. It's like, so is this a real 5 minutes or is this a Tijuana 5 minutes? And so when we checked into the hospital, they checked me into my room before they had cleaned it from the prior patient. And they're like, oh yeah, well, we'll get to it while you're in surgery. And I'm like, okay, well, that's different. So I just kind of tried to grin and bear it. Mr. is very, very huge stickler on stuff, so he made sure that things were right and things were proper. But yeah, all in all, it was a good trip. I enjoy it. I would love to go back to Mexico when I'm not there for surgery. I've been feeling pretty good. I really haven't had any hiccups or anything. Well, no, I've literally had hiccups, but I mean, it went pretty smoothly. The pain wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. The experience was a lot nicer than I thought it was going to be. Tijuana is not as dirty as people say it is. It's just, it was a life experience, and I'm very, very happy for it. I just want to thank everybody who has gotten me to this point, and for everyone's support and prayers and thoughts and vibes. You guys are amazing. To all my new subscribers, hello. And I'm going to try and get caught up on videos and everything because I was pretty doped up there for a while. And thank you to all the people that I subscribe to. You guys give me so much information. It is just like priceless. And I just want to tell you guys, I'm so excited to be on the loser's bench with you all. And let's see where this journey takes us. Like, I'm excited. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I love you guys.